next set of sessions that are lined up today. Next, we have an interesting series of quick fire chat sessions where industry leaders share their thoughts on exciting trends and advancements in their sectors. We have with us Mr. Rajesh Uppal, Senior Executive Director, HR and IT, Maruti Suzuki India. He will be sharing his perspective on digital supply chain. Joining him for the conversation is Anoop Mathur, founder, Core Media. Let's welcome the gentleman on stage.
Very good afternoon to you, Rajesh. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Really a pleasure. Today we have with us Rajesh Uppal. He's an industry stalwart. Been there, done that, and there's a lot of digital innovation that continues. But today we're going to talk about digital supply chain. There's a lot of innovation, a lot of movement that's happened at Maruti Suzuki, and we'd like to kind of get some of the perspectives from Rajesh. So, Rajesh, we'll straight jump in. What is MSIL's digital strategy?
Okay, Anoop, first, good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for having me here today.
Pleasure.
See, somewhere around 6 years back, I recognized that, there has to be a difference digital and the IT. The focus on IT very clearly is to run the business efficiently with minimum possible costs and securities and all kind of things to be done. But we need a separate set of IT to create value, which you just talked about in your opening presentation, that we need a separate organization whose focus has to be creating value than really the efficiency part which the traditional IT has been doing for a long time. So we started with around 5 people. And today, I think if you add all my outsourced people in this group, today we have around 550 people working only on digital. Now, we very clearly stated that value creation is the focus for IT, and we need to work on that as a concept. So our strategy, we created that, okay, which area we should work on and how should we be working on. We identified 5 areas where we should be working on creating value for the company. And that's the underlying points we thought of, and we created a full strategy on that. And maybe many of these you talked about again in the presentation. First and foremost was, can we use technology to create more business value for the company or support business on top line and bottom line? So we created new services beyond selling cars, selling spares, or doing service. Can we create more opportunity for the company to create more business value? And we call it ABC. So first was very clearly allied businesses. Second is very clearly is business innovation and create more innovation in the running the businesses around and all. Whether it's smart factories or the IoTs and stuff like that is the second area we thought we should work on. Third was very clearly customer experience and work on customer experience as a subject and automate that and all. Maybe we can talk about it later on in detail, what kind of work we've done on that. Fourth was only data and data-driven decision-making and create all product around that and all you talked about in the morning. And then we created this focus around 5 years back, and we have been working on that as a concept. And last but not the least, the employee experience. So A, B, C, D, E is the strategy we created. And in order to do that, we did something called digital supply chain. And that's something is the whole strategy we have been working on, and that's where we are.
So, Rajesh, as we continue, tell us a little more about your digital supply chain strategy and how you have integrated these into your smart factories and distribution models. Because again, that's a natural outcome or extension.
Absolutely. So, digital supply chain for me is very clearly, there is something called in any supply chain you need something called demand. You need something called the supply side of it, or you have to manufacturing side of it. That's the typical any supply chain would be. In digital, we also thought that we should run a supply chain for digital. And first is like creating a demand for the digital and finding right projects to be done. Now we did very many initiatives to look at we can have a right kind of demand or the project to be done and all. Various initiatives, whether it's a design thinking across the company. In fact, we started with something called educating the senior management team and asking them to identify projects in their area which can be used to create digital opportunity in their area. and we hired some good professor from academia to help us to do that. So various initiatives to create demand for doing that. Second, we created a framework within our digital enterprise to really execute to do that and all. So our standards of delivery, the agile methodology, the scrum masters and all. So creating the standards, how this will be delivered through the framework, delivered through the platforms and all is the that side. And third side is the talent side and all, that your capability to deliver is more important, right? And in that area, first is the creating own capabilities, and manufacturing company like us, we know that we cannot have all the capabilities in the organization. So having right kind of partnership to really get those capabilities around. So we have multiple partners where we have rate cards and capability requirements to do that and all. Moment any project come, we can scale up, get those people on board and start delivering that is working on. The whole supply chain of delivering the digital success is the process which we institutionalized in the company. And now it is on auto mode, so we are having the whole process going on in both sides of this. But in order to do that, one important part is, rather two important parts to look at that. One is a very strong PMO to drive it, because otherwise, it all on going to the different direction. So you need a very strong PMO office who can really take care of all the project priorities, budgeting, and stuff like that. And third, the second important part is having a right enterprise architecture in place. Because a lot of work is happening in IT, a lot of work in digital, lots of something on cloud, something on this thing. Now, do you have an architecture who can really validate that before you go live as a part of the process? Is my learning that need to be worked on and developed, and I think we are very successfully able to do that. But end of the day, I think when we are creating value for the company, we create something called digital balance sheet. How much we are investing, how much return we are giving, signed off return we are giving from our businesses. End of the day, digital run as an independent business. I think that's the way we have been driving the digital supply chain.
So, see, further to extrapolate, while I appreciate you have the digital balance sheet, but we hear a lot about the digital organizations, right? And you've been quite successful in doing that. So how do you measure the success of running a digital organization?
Yeah, okay. As I said, we have a very strong governance process built into this. We create the balance sheet for the whole digital enterprise. So, and my finance and auditors that what we are doing in this process do well. So each project, maybe somewhere project you get a value immediately, somewhere you're getting after 3 year, 4 year, but everything is visible in our dashboard of what are the value we're creating. And I'll give you some examples of value we created, frankly. Like, we started a new business called Maruti Suzuki subscription. Now, this was a totally digital initiative. Instead of buying the car, you can subscribe a car now. We have partners who does the subscription for us. We have platform where charge the platform fees as part of the process. Maybe till now we have around 5,000 cars already subscribed by people, and they are buying it. They got it through their mobile phone, paying EMIs and all, and working fine. And in the process, make money. Give you a second example on this side. We started something called finance marketplace. Now we have around 26 banks who are on our marketplace. Earlier, customer used to go to dealer, and dealer used to give any finance company who is sitting in his dealership, and take a loan from them, and maybe there are a lot of people making money in that. Now today we say, okay, customer should go to our finance marketplace. You just all the 26 bank will bid for your loan based on your profile or kind of car you're buying, and you can choose any one of them, and the whole process go digitally. So today, some of the banks have started offering on our platform 20-minute loan. You just apply for a loan, within 20 minutes, the loan will be in your bank account. So, and then again, we have some platform fee to really use this and all, and then we make money out of the, that's where my digital balance sheet comes into picture to make money in this. So it's win-win for everybody. Customers are happy because it's a very seamless experience and working fine. So these are the kind of initiatives which digital could do to ensure that we really improve our business and create more value for them. And we have a similar example in IoTs and stuff like that. Just to add to the point, maybe we have very few time left and all. this capability to build is very, very important to do that and all. And that's where I think the mode we took was that we should create a COEs to deliver this. So there's the business innovation COE who manages only the new business initiatives. We have IoT COE manages all the IoT projects to be done. We have a product building capability in Agile, so they manage that whole product building and all. So those kind of capabilities, so that the supply chain should keep running, is the way I think we have been driving this.
Thanks a lot for that, Rajesh. Thanks a lot for your inputs and insights. I think that's truly commendable because, in the morning I was talking about how going forward, networking, collaboration, and partnerships work. And I think with the banks coming on your platform, fee coming in for that, consumers being able to buy from a digital channel, I think that clearly speaks, leaps and bounds of where that entire digital and IT is moving going forward straight away, linking back into revenue and P&L. But thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate that. Rajesh is going to be here with us for a short while. He has to head back, so he's around. Do spend time, and if you want to exchange notes, he's still around here for the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Anoop. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Let's have a round of applause once again.